Hello everybody, welcome to our Sunday train. This is the last part and my name is Sheldon Briscoe. This is Shell Rock Art, and I just want to say that 2020, actually 2021 is when I actually started my YouTube channel, and here it is 4 years later, and it's still going pretty strong, but I've teamed up with a couple of very, very talented artists for this weekly train, and I tell you, it's one of the best things we've done because we just do a variety of things. There's no one-trick ponies on this train, so you don't know what you're going to get each week, which is a benefit. So when you come and visit us on this train on every Sunday, starting at 4 p.m. With Taslima Maya Art. We have Cat's Fluid Creations and myself. When you come to this train, you're going to find that you're going to have different things. Not everything's going to be a bloom. Not everything's going to be a cloud pour. Not everything's going to be a flower dip, Dutch pour, whatever. It's going to be such a different variety of things you're going to find on this train. That's why it's so important to try to catch it every week. And for those who want to spread the word, please feel free to do so, because I think that many of the fluid artists or those who want to learn fluid art will definitely benefit from the things they're going to get from this train. So without further ado, I'm going to do my piece. I don't have the dried result right now, but I'm waiting for it to dry, and it's taking a while. But it is drying pretty well. But I did a bloom, which is similar to this piece here. This is a bloom style. And so without further ado, let's get to my video, okay? Well, happy Sunday, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, everybody, before me, you saw Taslima from Taslima Maya Art streak this off. And then you saw Cat from Cat's Fluid Art Creations. So now you're going to see me. I'm going to be doing a bloom here. I haven't done a bloom in a while. And so I got some colors. So I'm going to go over them with you. My first color I have, I'm going to thin this down a little bit more, but this is called African Violet. Very nice color there. Sparkly. It's a prism pour color from Color Art. I was so sad to see it no longer producing colors, so I still have plenty of them left, so I'm just going to keep using them until they're gone, and I might go with something else. But right now I'm still enjoying these Color Art colors, and this is African Violet, one of their prism pour colors. This is called Rhapsody Rose. Look at a beautiful reddish pink. This one's called Golden Poppy. This one here, I believe it's a combination, but I think one of the colors is called Be Mine. And then this one is, I believe this one is called Moonbeams. So those are the colors that I'm using. And my cell activator. Interesting one. This is it's called Black Plum from the Color Arts Purely Pigments. It's Black Plum. I have a special mixture I did with that. And then I added some gold interference to it too. So when the light hits it a certain way, you can see some interference gold. Like you can see it at the back of the spoon. You can see some interference gold poking out there. All right. So that's my cell activator. Okay, my blow dry is set. As always, I'm gonna thin this down just a little bit more. So as always, I use my Glidden Premium for my pillow color, my pillow paint. That's this right here. Glidden Premium. This is the Pure White Semi-Gloss. This is a 14-inch, about 14-inch canvas. One of my pieces of one of my put together robots was stuck on there, so that's that. So let's do this bloom. Something's falling off. What's wrong with my room? I got things falling off. Maybe that was an old plant that dried up that came off my what do you call it? I do aquascaping, so I have some live plants in my aquarium, and when I trim them back, before I let that go, when I trim them back, they sometimes they dry up if I don't throw the pieces away. So this is a 14 inch by 14 inch canvas. So because it's that big, I got to match the size of the canvas with the amount of color that I put down. So you put a lot of paint down, you put a lot of pillow down, you put a lot of color down. So I'm not going to be stingy with this color, because I don't want a lot of white to pop through. A lot of times lately, some of my pieces had a lot of white coming through because I did not cover a lot of the canvas with the colors. So that's one to grow on, like the Saturday morning cartoon used to say. The Rhapsody Rose. That's going to give me a nice little fiery glow as a background. Then I'll separate my background from the warm to the cool with this contrast of the African violet. Then this, what did I call this again? Be Mine. And then the background color of this what can I call that? Moonbeams. Moonbeams. All right. So I tested out my blow dry. It's ready. And let me give it some cell activator, and we're gonna blow this thing out. So I'm gonna give that some time to develop. One thing to know about these kind of cell activators, it takes a little time to develop. It's not like I'm using Amsterdam paint or another heavy body paint to sink down. So I gotta give it a chance to sink, let the other cells come up. All right, So let's do it again. See, I knew I would have done something to make it work a little bit better. There we go. Okay. It's developing, y'all. It's developing. It's developing. That's what it's doing. Okay, so while that's developing, I don't think I'm going to blow any more in the middle, I don't think. I don't think I need to. I think it's just getting some nice little cells in there. Who knows? But I'm impatient, so. Okay. All right, now let's find some ugly spots. Because a lot of times with these blooms, there are ugly spots in there that I go through with a skewer. I don't like to necessarily go all crazy and wreck the whole thing. But there are some spots that I might find, wait a minute, maybe they're not. This one actually might be one that doesn't have a bunch of ugly spots in it. That purple looks so good. It really does. Can you see that? Okay. Let's check the camera to make sure I'm visible, it's visible, everything's visible. Now, most people who ever see me do blooms, they always see that I kind of do swirlies inside of my blooms. lift that up a little bit, let it move around. You know, you can tilt blooms, by the way. You don't necessarily have to spin them. But me, I'm spinning this puppy. I just want to make sure I got some nice cell action. So you can be patient to give it all a chance to sink. All right. And I think I'm patient enough. All right, here we go. Let's spin this puppy out. Slow spin. You don't have to wing it. You don't have to whoosh like it's going crazy. Let it take its time and do its thing. I kind of miss doing blooms, but I haven't quite given up on my straight pouring yet. Okay, slow down. That's a nice 14-inch bloom. Let's take some more of that paint off the top. And slow down. I think that's good. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me see, take a look at everything, making sure all is well. Yeah. I think that's good. These paints are so old. I think these paints are probably about maybe 2 years old. Yes, you heard it right. About 2 years old these paints are. I just let it sit. They separate. Stir it again. If they thickened up a little bit, I add some water to it. It's not that difficult to do. So just to get the idea, guys, this was the actual test piece. Not bad, huh? Pretty close. So I'm going to get you down for a closer look. There's one little ugly spot there, but I can, based upon all this, I'm not going to scrape it. I can actually touch that up with a little bit of a brushwork if I desire to. But I just might leave it alone. But I could easily touch that up once it dries with one of these colors that's here. So let me get you down for a closer look in a second, all right? All right, folks, here's the final wet result. I hope you like it. Look at how this turned out. What I really like is how that purely pigment cell activator with the interference gold has different effects even under the light. Look at that section there and how the gold even pops up on the top of it when the light hits it. So of course when this gets resin or even varnish with a high gloss varnish, those things will pop up. This has a little bit more of the orange and the red that I anticipated, but overall I like the way it turned out, and I like its evenness in its composition. So once again, thank you for joining our Sunday train, and this is Sheldon from Shell Rock Art. And have a very wonderful Sunday, and as I say always, happy pouring. Bye bye.